This video is brought to you by Defective. Get your DKWAN merch and other sick and disgusting apparel and stickers at defective.com. Coming soon. Defective. Nobody's perfect. This video is going to have 3 parts. The first part is going to be a questions and answers thing. I'm going to answer some questions that some of you asked in my previous video. The second part is going to be a retractions section because I made some mistakes in previous videos and I just want to correct myself on video. And the final part is going to be about Black Friday deals that you guys might be interested in. I'll go through them very quickly because I went through a lot of them in the description of the previous video. But in this video, I'm just going to run through them very quickly. I'll also mention some other stuff that are not exactly e-skate related, but they're really good deals right now. So let's just jump into it. Really sexy summary video. Thank you. Can you do a review on Ownboard Bamboo AT, please? I'm gonna do that. This week I didn't have a lot of time to ride, partly because the weather has been really bad. It's been cloudy almost every day and been raining on and off. I didn't really want to do another review where I was riding in the rain. I did the Carbon AT in the rain. This one I didn't really want to ride in the rain because, yeah, I just didn't want to. But I did shoot some ride footage. I can tell you right now, I really like this board. I really like this board with the Cloudwheels. With the AT wheels, it's all right. I don't know if you could tell, but I was kind of lukewarm about the Ownboard Carbon AT. And with the Ownboard Bamboo AT, it's pretty similar to the Carbon AT, just the deck is flexy. But once you put on the Cloudwheels, oh man, it's so good. Let me just show you some ride footage right now. So with the Cloudwheels, man, everything is just better. And it's not because of the Cloudwheels. It's because the wheels are smaller, and also because of the new pulleys. But yeah, with these Cloudwheels and the new pulleys, man, everything's better. The torque is better. Like, they didn't tell me the torque was going to be better, but I guess I should have known. But the torque is like way better. Braking is better. The range is better. The top speed is higher. I think if you're going to get this board, and if you don't absolutely need the AT wheels, I would just go for this board with the Cloudwheels. I'm considering the Backfire Ranger X2 and Ownboard Bamboo AT. Can you shed some light? So one of them is using hub motors and the other one is belt drive. Like I said in my review of the Backfire Ranger X2, there is a major benefit to using hub motors for off-roading, because when you're in like dusty conditions or like sandy areas, you don't have to worry about sand and other stuff getting into the belts if you're using hub motors. So that's a big benefit of using hub motors for off-roading. The Backfire Ranger also has much better brakes compared to the Ownboard Bamboo AT and also the Ownboard Carbon AT, at least with the all-terrain wheels. So if you need the big AT wheels, I would get the Backfire Ranger, just my opinion. But if you want to be able to change wheels, then you gotta go with the Ownboard because it's belt drive. In my opinion, if you're gonna get the Ownboard Bamboo AT or even the Ownboard Carbon AT, unless you absolutely need the AT wheels, I said this earlier, unless you absolutely need the AT wheels, just get the Cloudwheels. With the Cloudwheels, it's super awesome. So if you're comparing the Backfire Ranger X2 versus the Ownboard Bamboo AT with Cloudwheels, I would definitely get the Ownboard. But if you're comparing them with all-terrain wheels, then I would get the Backfire. What's the difference between expwayboard.com and exwayusa.com? Which one is the real one? Both of them are real. Exwayboard.com is run by the HQ team in Shenzhen, and Exway USA is run by the USA distributor. So Exway also has exwaycanada.ca. I think there's a website for Spain. So Exway has several websites, but the one that I normally work with is exwayboard.com because we're in the same time zone. And also they're the ones who actually make the boards. They also ship worldwide. So if you're in the USA, you can order from either of those websites. They seem to run their promotions separately. I don't know if they coordinate at all when they do promotions, so be sure to check both websites. But basically both websites are real. Would you be able to do a review of the Revel kit? The Revel kit has been getting mentioned a lot in my comments. I checked out the website. looks really interesting. Direct drive, bolt-on kit. Yeah, I would be interested in covering that product. I've never been in contact with Revel, so it's gonna depend on if they would be interested in having me cover it. I don't know. I don't really have a spare board that I can use right now. See, I kind of had this issue with the Fooning board also. I don't have a spare deck that I can use. I have 3 regular longboards and 2 of them use drop-down decks. The only one that doesn't use a drop-down deck is my Carver board, but I don't really want to use that one because I like that one as it is. I don't want to make it electric. I guess I could buy another deck. I don't know. I've never talked to Revel. Maybe I'll contact them. I don't know. It depends on my schedule. It depends if they're interested. We'll see. If you were to give thoughts on some of the mini cruiser boards, which would you recommend and why? So this channel, the first board that I covered was actually a mini board. If you like using small boards, go for it. I personally find mini boards to be very difficult to ride and very scary also. When you go fast on a mini board, it's scary, dude. Like, I don't know how some people go 40 kilometers per hour on a board this size. It's crazy. But if you're into it, you're into it. So there are some things that I would keep in mind. If you're getting a mini board for portability, you really gotta look at the weight because most of them don't really weigh much less than longboards or electric longboards. They weigh actually about the same. Some of them weigh even more. But if you need your board to like fit in your locker, then yeah, I guess there's a benefit to having a shorter board. You also got to keep in mind that mini boards are far less comfortable compared to electric longboards. Their wheelbase is much shorter and their decks are usually like stiff decks. I mean, even if they're flexi decks, you wouldn't be able to take advantage of the flex because the board is just too short. Your feet are basically going to be on top of the trucks, so you're not gonna feel the flex anyway. Mini boards are not really my favorite types of boards, but I can see the appeal of them. Backfire has a mini board for sale right now. You can check it out on Indiegogo. WowGo has one, but it's pretty old. I believe the one from Ownboard is basically the Ownboard W2, but with a shorter deck. So I think that one should be quite good. Exway is also gonna come out with a short board. Check out the video. And actually, here's another video. I don't have any information about it. Actually, let's move on to the next section, retractions. So the first thing I want to retract is my opinion on double kingpin trucks. I've said in several videos that I don't really like double kingpin trucks, and my reason for not liking them was because I felt like the turning behavior was not very linear. It kind of felt like the turn suddenly becomes too much. I don't know, it's really difficult to describe. Like when going straight or when just like making a left turn or a right turn, it's okay, I'm fine with that. The problem I have with double kingpin trucks is with carving. But now that I've tried the Cloudwheels, which are 120 millimeters, I've come to realize that, okay, actually I do really like double kingpin trucks. I think the reason I didn't like double kingpin trucks before was because on all the double kingpin trucks that I tried, the boards were using large all-terrain wheels, like 150 to 165 millimeters, like huge wagon wheels, right? And it turns out that when you put on smaller wheels on double kingpin trucks, the behavior is totally different. When I first tried the Ownboard Bamboo AT, I was using the large all-terrain wheels. I think they're 150 millimeters, and it felt exactly the same as the Ownboard Carbon AT, but just with a different deck. The turning turning was fine, but carving just didn't feel right to me. I always felt like I was about to fall off. But once I switched to the Cloudwheels, everything was just awesome. I didn't adjust the trucks, I didn't change the bushings. Like the bushings, the trucks, they were at exactly the same settings. All I did was change the wheels. And with the smaller 120 millimeter wheels, I mean, it's not even small, okay? 120 millimeters, that's huge, but it's a good amount smaller than the all-terrain wheels. So with the Cloudwheels, it's just like, it's so good. I felt like I was liberated. You know, I felt like I could actually move. I can control the board so easily now. And carving became super fun on that board. Like I actually want to take the board out and go carving right now because it's so fun. I would still be hesitant to go very fast with double kingpin trucks because it feels like If it starts wobbling, it would probably be very difficult to recover. But for low speed and medium speed carving, I think it's super fun. So I actually like double kingpin trucks. Next thing I want to talk about is the soft brakes on certain boards, because let's see, I said that the brakes were soft on the Ownboard Carbon AT, Backfire G3, and Vestar Night Fury. So I want to clarify that the brakes, they're not always soft. It's more like when you're at a high speed, they feel adequately strong. It's just when you're at a low speed or when you're slowing down to close to a complete stop, the brakes feel soft. Like for example, let's say you're traveling at 35 kilometers per hour on any of those boards and you brake hard, the brakes will feel adequately strong, I think, for most people. But as the board continues to slow down to close to zero, the brakes start to feel soft. So when I say that those brakes are soft, they're not soft all the time, you know? It's only when you're at a low speed. Now, does that matter? I think it does matter. Although, I mean, most of the time it's gonna be okay. But today I was on the G3 and I ended up having to run off the board. Otherwise I would have crashed into these ladies. But to be fair, I was riding a bit recklessly. I really should have braked earlier, but you know, I was having a good time. I was riding kind of aggressively. I wanted to brake at the last moment and it just didn't slow down as quickly as I wanted it to. If I were riding more responsibly, then I would have slowed down earlier and then it wouldn't have been an issue. The next thing I want to correct is the flexiness of the deck on the G3 Plus. In my video about the G3, I said that the deck on the G3 Plus, the amount of flex, I said that it's similar to the G2T, but I tried the G3 Plus today and it's actually more flexy than the G2T. It's not as flexy as the G3's deck, but it is a flexy deck. It's definitely not a stiff deck. So I just want to correct that. And the final thing I want to correct is that I want to explain something. I met up with Keith today. Keith, former pro skater, spokesman for Backfire.
You want the 12SP with the Sony battery. You want the Panasonic, but you ain't gonna darn it.
We met up today because we just wanted to see how much faster the G3 Plus is compared to the G3. He has the G3 Plus and I have the G3, and we weigh about the same, so we just met up to do a drag race. We weren't doing that to shoot a video or anything. We were just meeting up because we were both curious how much faster is the G3 Plus. Or by faster, I mean the acceleration. I'm not talking about the top speed. In theory, the G3 Plus should accelerate much more quickly than the G3. So we did our drag races. We did it about 8 times. Each time we would switch boards. To make it fair, both of these boards were using 96mm wheels. We didn't try the 83 or 85. We didn't try the small wheels. We were only using the 96mm wheels. And yeah, the G3, I swear, I'm not making this up, okay? The G3 accelerated more quickly every single time, like noticeably more quickly. It's not because of the way we were riding, and it's not because of our weight. Like I said, we switched boards each time, and every single time the G3 pulled ahead. So I talked to Randy about this, Randy from Backfire, and it turns out that the reason is that the G3 Plus is optimized for the 85mm wheels, and the G3 is optimized for the 96mm wheels. If you put 96mm wheels on both boards, the G3 is going to be quicker. If you put the 85mm wheels on both boards, the G3 Plus is going to be quicker. Kind of crazy, right? So if you planned on getting the G3 Plus and using the 96mm wheels, you may want to consider the G3 instead if what you want is quick acceleration, because apparently with 96mm wheels, the G3 is going to be quicker. Keith and I, we're like, what's going on? Because we met up just to see how much quicker the G3 Plus was. And every single time, the G3 was way quicker. Finally, let's look at some Black Friday deals. I'm first going to talk about the Black Friday deals for some of the brands that I talked about last time, and then I'll mention some Black Friday deals for stuff that are not e-boards. So last time I went through the different brands alphabetically. This time I'll go in reverse alphabetical order. So let's start with WowGo. WowGo has a 1-day Black Friday promotion. So this is only for November 29th. The WowGo 3X used to be $750 and now it's $650. The WowGo 3 was $600 and now it's $529. This deal ends at midnight on Black Friday, California time. You can get an extra $10 off with my discount code right here. This discount code. Ownboard has had their Black Friday deal going on for a few days now. So the Carbon AT is now $999, the Bamboo AT is $899, and the Ownboard W2 is $549. I'm actually really loving the Bamboo AT with Cloudwheels. It's like freaking awesome. I think the Carbon AT with Cloudwheels is probably also equally good, but just with a stiff deck. So whether you should get the Bamboo AT or the Carbon AT really just depends on whether you want a stiff deck or a flexi deck. I would say the Carbon AT is also a little bit more water resistant. You can get an extra $10 off with my discount code right here. This discount code. Meepo. The NLS Pro is $651 right now. The Mini 2 is $398. The V3 Standard is $398. I don't have a discount code for them, so the prices that you see on their website are the prices that you get. Exway. Exway has a huge sale going on right now. Freaking crazy. The X1 is $399. A year ago, this board was $999. Right now, it's $399. The X1 Pro is $699 right now. Dang. Regular price is $999, right now $699. X1 Pro Riot, regular price $1,099, right now it's $749. Use my discount code to get an extra $20 off. I totally recommend these boards, and if you get these boards, especially with these sales going on, definitely get the quick charger. The quick charger is super handy, all right? Just trust me on that. I think the quick charger is also on sale right now. I think it's like 30% off. So man, this is like the best time to get an Exway. Again, definitely get the quick charger with the board and use this code for an extra $20 off. That's right, this one, this code right here. Backfire also has a Backfire also has a Black Friday sale. G3 Plus is currently $899, regular price $999. G3 is only $599, regular price $799. Oh, that's with a discount code actually. But if you use my discount code, you get an extra $5 off. I know it's not much, but hey, $5, that's like half a meal. That's like a coffee. You don't want the $5? Give it to me. I'll take it. G2T is $499. G2 Black, $349. Ranger X2, $999 right now. But with my discount codes, you get an extra $5 off, or at least for the G3 and the Ranger X2. The other boards, they don't matter anyway. Now I'm going to mention 3 other companies that have some big sales going on right now that you might be interested in. Lazy Rolling has a big sale right now. The Armored Jacket, which is on pre-order, was $300, and right now it's $90 off, making it $210. I can't do math, so check out the website. TicWatch has a Black Friday sale also. The TicWatch Pro used to be $250, and right now it's $187.49. And I think if you use my link or discount code, you get an extra 10% off, I think. If it doesn't work, let me know, but it should work. And finally, Adobe Creative Cloud. $16 per month. Regular price was like 50 something, like about $50 per month. Right now you can get it for $16 per month. That's with a education discount, but if you're not a student or teacher, you can still get it. Here's how. This is kind of like a trick, all right? You go to logocore.com/creative-cloud. Okay, logocore.com/creative-cloud. I'm pretty sure that you don't have to sign up for LogoCore. Like, you don't have to sign up for anything. You can just use the link that they have right there. And then when you fill out the form, just write that your school is LogoCore and your graduation date is in December 2021. I'm now paying just $16 per month for Adobe Creative Cloud. Previously, I was paying nothing. Check out defective.com. If you have any questions, leave a comment. See you next time.